kodoe enti yakone ne the MP is that Northton right Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa entwetwe nkomo Mura kwaba na apomo etisan de
Yo be just so many nyame adom apom here now
I think it's okay now. Now, the transition team, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President-elect, and the preparatory team towards President-elect's anti-corruption drive. A dear by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wo NNA, we are the chairman of this team. Dear Ankasa, NNA Mubabeye, officially, said the Dean Ebaya and Komwa Esikwe.
Yo, Medase, Edika, my main chat here for you now. For Abekaya during the launch of the manifesto of the NDC. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wanted to just say one of the major interventions of the rolling out to fight corruption. Oral. Oral, no. It stands for Operation Recover All Loot. One of the main reasons in here the MPP has suffered the most humiliating defeat in the history of politics in our country. Ghana Fonyana rejected MPP because of corruption, because of state capture. Debia na new scandal. Mia Kasa Juma Mia wa Parliament. Ubetaya from the Snake Hotel, National Cathedral, COVID-19 airport testing, all the way Moshosho expired rice, criminal rebagging, and all kinds of procurement breaches, sole sourcing, inflated contracts. I mean, so many of the scandals. Menokas say, Yantumi and retrieve Yasika, Messe Meliste, Yasika, Akoshe, Bibia and Sese, Akoshe. For example, SkyTrain, Yasika Ghana, Sika over $2 million in Kofobi Free South Africa. Yadi Yasika Amaomo, Omo Janiako, Yanya SkyTrain, no, that $2 million, no, a year. And South Africans, no, Omo Free South Africa, Omo Diko. Many occasions say, Ben might be a friend of Carrie Summers, or no super, or become $6 million. Say, or raise fund for National Cathedral, or raise even $1. On also a journey. The last time in Constitution or America, all the presentation or was all fraudulent. On returning $6 million. Many occasions say, Japan, $12 million. Actually. Walugu down, another $12 million. So Sputnik V vaccine, former health minister, Honorable Ajimamenu, or say he was under pressure. And he shakes me by the one of the deceiving or sell to me. Russian Sputnik V vaccine, the Maya. And now also Otam Yasika, $2.5 million. The man. Mino Casas say there is a joint parliamentary committee report, MPP and DC MP. Actual, Atasses, contract, no, that $2.5 million, no, a fraudulent. Now, as I say, almost refund this Sikano to Ghana. As we speak, Sasikano and by it's not been refunded. Ente Yesika Akoshe, the BNSS, Cathedral Muna, you see $58 million, over 339 million. Now, so Cathedral behind me, Shraj for Akase, who can't Shraj report now, almost say, Ghana didn't get value for money. That project is illegal. It was just a criminal enterprise. And Yamina Meka Ukai, page 153 of the Shiraj report. Nina and Woho. And Ghana for Dudwana expect to say, a retrieve Yasika. Because it would be totally unacceptable, a travesty of justice. Yasika, hundreds of millions of dollars. Akwako share. The wrong pockets, the wrong places now. If we just sit aloof, because to me, every retrieve, the money we have lost to corruption. And some estimates put it to about $3.4 billion every year. Sika ya losing to corruption. $3.4 billion every year. Yet to me, retrieve Sasikana, yen here IMF, yen here World Bank. Which about my brano, we can resolve all of those matters. Into Jumana, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, President-elect, or say, yen gather evidence, no. Also, Jumana, yes, so far, you considerable evidence, but you need it is to say, people are more emboldened, say, or more now we are in charge, who will have intimidated, will have harassed, or move, or every into people who have evidence, people who have worked with them, particularly public servants and all of that, will now feel emboldened, will now feel safe there. To me, I be presenting evidence. Kofuna mobile time $2 million or mobile produces SkyTrain or more or more address for him. How can we get them so that we get our money back? That shake now mobile the $2.5 million there or mobile my putting V vaccine or more Janino or pay for no more address for him. How did they get into Ghana? Who are their contact person? Middlemen, Ben or Muyuzi? Into things like that. Into Jumana Yababe, gather evidence and various pointers.
That's right.
In Kofo, state capture, Omafa, Obekaya. There's a whole list. For example, we call cantonments, AU village, as state land. Article 257. Public lands are vested in the president for and on behalf of the Ghanaian people. Now, so president in Crawford, the party executives, the ministers, governors of the central bank, or more check assassin in Alpha, or AU village, as it cannot mutiaye, just 183,000 cities, not even dollars. Meanwhile, Okra, even $1.5 million for a plot, you will struggle to get a plot. Into all of these issues, including Labadi Beach War, hijacking on beachfront, they no longer have access, have ownership to their beachfront, including in Kofor Mustafa demolition. Who called Labone say the Lomote Adote families, Obi. Anajo Obejuri or private properties, or residential property. I can say assassin say a Nidia or no what Nidia and Munyana or Pame or Munyana. I mean no case say that Lomote Adote family no or more petition the IGP Ubekaya and Chair GIS also another bank invade hot or Mofa or Masasi. Into state capture no apostle so many places, parks and gardens land, Accra, anywhere, prisons land, land belonging to DVLA, fire service for all over the place. Into all of these matters, state assets, buying sika, in Krofubi after wrongfully. They have no justification to have access and to take over those assets and those resources. No, Yejuma Ayadimaya say young gather evidence so that when a new government is formed and the Attorney General is appointed and he takes over, Yabe presented this evidence to the Attorney General. Now Attorney General prosecutions are SSA and it's in fulfillment of the oral manifesto promise.
Okay.
His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama.
But with regards to the National Cathedral, you said they could be a court, we actually now court no card or kaye. But the happenings here, what follows you from that time, documents in our provided, and the court to carry in no ABC. What is the latest development and issue free Weber?
Your latest development is there are many moving parts over the area of compensation. Also, buying a demolish President Akufo-Addo demolish properties we pray.
That's right.
Judges Bungalow, Judicial Trading Institute, Scholarship Secretariat, Passport Head Office, Mali Ambassador's Residence, Home Society Firm, Waterstone Realty Apartment Complex, bungalows belonging to Shraj. And demolitions when you know, it be a court or more demanding or more compensation or musika. And that is one aspect in the causing financial loss to Ghana has been occasioned by virtue of that matter. And that is one aspect to our air developing. We need to now quantify Sika, SSF, all those victims, and we have to decide as a country. President Akufo-Addo has to be surcharged or more, and because there was no national approval, parliament. There was no parliamentary approval. Ghana for Ama those demolitions. And there is that aspect, compensation. The other aspect, so as I say, you watch it closely. In Kofuna, Minil Kasa say 32 months and counting. Omuye Juma was National Cathedral Secretariat. Omuguswa Eji Aketia salaries. Uka Ishraj report now is clear that for more than 31 months, that project has been stalled. Yejuma Bia and Kosovo project, a collapse. Enti Abanisena project a collapse. Bia and Kosovo construction Bia and Kosovo. Now so every month. Question now, as I say, you be saying, a private project. Una usi dai ebia usi kasa. Ana BBAC project no be cost at least 1 month break. The question is that during that break, Ubekoswa etia u mason, etia u foreman, etia u carpenter, u Tyler, u electrician. Will you keep paying them every month? Exactly. In our private life, Adentina say yeba abaimua because anya yanka say yesika abaisika until we don't care. Until one of the things yebeye committee we beye and it's we will be demanding continuous payment of salaries and allowances to the secretariat and the board of the National Cathedral. As I said, because almost say Ghana sika. Adia in our private project, you yanka say yesika. Adia tolerating. We shouldn't do that when we are in public office, when it is about public resources, when it's about the people's taxes. And that is one aspect of National Cathedral.
Okay.
The other aspect of National Cathedral, the criminal aspect. Albeit is the double identity conduct that he engaged in. Fortunately, the High Court Human Rights Division ruled conduct a criminal. And Onuna Odimiko Court, he lost that case. He's appealed. He's lost a couple of times. But clearly, that criminal conduct, is a matter that will have to be addressed. It has to be dealt with because a bad crime there is no expiry date.
That's right.
We have those criminal aspects, and then in Kofua, it's also more refunding Yesika. So David Ajay, we share the kind of inflationary pricing. Yesika design a restaurant, just one restaurant to attach to the original design. Now we're charging $5.7 million just for design. I mean, you wonder how much the actual construction will cost. Design and variation of the design there. Per restaurant, $5.7 million. And then there's Karisames keeping at $6 million and all of those others. The people who must refund money to Ghana, Omwedi Ghana bro. And committee way ever pursue Omunyana. We will go after them, make sure we get the evidence, and almost approaching voluntarily, and would like to even refund monies. It will also help them so that drag don't have a situation sanctions, they will suffer severe sanctions. This is also an opportunity. Well, over confess, will refund it. For example, more a warrior seeker over $2 million for SkyTrain. Or more a refund it, or more this it will be better for them than when we go after them, gather the evidence, and then the new Attorney General begins to prosecute them. That will be a very worse situation.
But on the SkyTrain, does it mean say the minister at the time, this time around, say investigations in official most start here, mobile friend no or be changing someone?
Oh, definitely the minister at the time, Honorable Jogati, definitely he would have to come and offer some explanation.
Okay.
Like I say, your parliament, we try to get it, but now Omunina I said the back. Yebisa Honorable Amewu or Onim Hoshe, Yebisa Honorable Jogate, and also say it came order from above. All kinds of Ubia the key excuses, but this is the opportunity. Whoever was above, wherever the directive came from, we can now get to the bottom of the issue. This is the advantage of the way a Ghana for Waba Omama, the NDC, an overwhelming majority in Parliament, and a commanding lead by the President. That mandate, is for accountability, and we have to make sure. And let me emphasize that.
Yes.
And you're witch hunting.
Oh, okay.
So when at the bonnet, when we are Ghana for Sika, you are fine, you are safe. We all work together, we live together happily. But the focus is on more fire Sika, billions and billions of dollars. We don't know where those monies have gone to, and which has led to Ghana's current bankruptcy, Ghana's current insolvency. To mean to even pay our workers, to even buy equipment in our hospitals. Meanwhile, Yasikano share the wrong places. Into no witch hunting, it will follow due process. The evidence na say or mine or say to me and Yasika way
okay.
Promises the new government has made, they can be able to use those retrieved monies, to fulfill those promises.
This $58 million, no, esika wo mo yusu awie, ana esika na wo mo atwa aneda ho. Me pese ho no uchem yie pa.
Then sika ben.
Make $58 million ada bia ye kan ho asem about the National Cathedral, no. Yes.
Yeah, National Cathedral. Yeah, sika ashi. Sika almost to National Cathedral project no. During the vote of censure hearings in Parliament, and now Yebisa can say you have been withdrawing funds illegally without parliamentary approval into a full breakdown. And now can say, okay, or call back to the office and then give us the full breakdown. Or call back to his office and or respond here in an official letter. And or state withdrawals, the illegal withdrawal. Because I say under the Ghanaian constitution, with the parliamentary approval, you cannot withdraw public funds. But he defied the constitution and did those withdrawals into $58 million. No, and your projection, and your ADR Sikana, or more expected to spend the debit, or more say Sikano, Ashe, or more spend it, or more the Ashe, National Cathedral anymore. Now, so what we see, a monarch here, a big hole, the world's most expensive pit. In China, what kind of charge now? Charge for almost say almost field inspection, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Say $58 million per, and all it gives you is the whole. In China, what kind Bishop Dakiwad Mills, the respected Bishop Dakiwad Mills,
yes,
what kind resignation letter or throw say he cannot or no we see a sorry cashier with far less money. At the time time now or resigning, $9 million, and he wasn't seeing anything. And he said his conscience cannot allow him to continue to be serving on the National Cathedral board. When in his private life as a church pastor, what to me is she sorry, Equipe Mountains, you see his magnificent edifices we see, and he didn't have to spend that kind of money, and that is why he resigned. That's $58 million a year actual expenditure, taxes, and yet we don't have value for money.
Before I make Jamo call Nansen with the rice, yeah, the commercial for is a woman now, Casa de na spy, and now more package. After all this, I win in a babontin, FDA can say, and Senibu how can is super pebia. Well, with the qual ye about this expired rice, then the name more catch-all, there's not say free ababu.
You, you're not Mena, this Moshosho rice scandal, they told you. Na, sama menia, mi pa se Adentina Sikanti, ya young Crawford, Ghana for fellow citizens. Omobeye, ya brosa, particularly in Kola Omowo school. I mean, Adentina. When him say a moyama contract here millions of Ghana cedis say import eduania a year top quality. Now we ko import social rice I spy. Now when him say I spy into pese schools no be home. Now we ko National Food Buffer Stock Company warehouse. That is even the shocking part of me. Omo ko share ebia kukumi bimu ana say in rural Bimu and some hideout.
Yes.
Omoko government facility. NAFCO for warehouse at Wakumasi. And now Omoko ye rebag criminal conduct into Omoko to bag for our natural bag meso ECOWAS rice made in Ghana. Into Ghana the yena ye deserve expired products. On the new bag made in Ghana. No expiry date. Over 22,000 back. Answer na FDA 4 results because there was a tip of police for Kochio and an order from above said mon release your mon release a monoma in Crofono. And na omoko distribute a mono. Until by 6 February 2024, FDA 4 results by based on the police request. FDA 4 results no e confirm say a mono I expired na a mono weevils. It was weevil infested, and then it had high fat acidity. Into a mono enye emma yankola. Now so answer na sa results no bebano on the 6th of February. Now by 2nd, 3rd February now omo che emoninya omo distributing over 22,000 packs into our secondary schools. In Kolana, into what this new government is going to do. They say, so far, this scandal, yanchi obia, retrieve a sika, or more yama or more good money, millions of Ghana cities circle order, the more a yet correct, a yet papa, or more order, a more enye. A weevil infested, I spy no. Retrieve is a sicano, some contract sicano, retrieve. And criminal rebagging no so muye no. Yanchi and prosecute you. Into a juma wo SSA. All of those who did that, or more muye criminal rebagging no. Or more a year payment or munim said company should not have been paid because the Omaya no a criminal and all of those people, into both the public officials, including FDA for complicit.
Yes.
Any the Lamens company, private company, all of them will have questions. And they will be certainly one of our targets as part of our work in this company, because recover all loot into Obibia or Yesika, where there is no value for money, because Yamal Yesika, your taxes, say, Koto, a more I spy, never tell the young color. That was not why you were giving our money. It is us, Yesika, not your veggies. And then there will be prosecution to serve as a deterrent. Next time, no, won't go share NAFCO facility. And a NAFCO for also the board, the management, our Moma coin, say, facility, no, should be used for that criminal enterprise. No. They also will face sanctions. Because media is the only way, and if we don't punish these crimes, no. Some people will feel that, over to me, I get these things, and you get away with it.
That's right.
There are no consequences. Until things can even get worse. The impunity will reign supreme. Until those who have engaged in these things, no, they are so that next time, no, everybody watching, public officials, no, we will be guided to do the right thing.
Okay. But before I call with the policy back one by the buyer and I say, create office, make sure special prosecutor, need more by how different is it going to be from what they are mobile by that HBA?
You say special prosecutor, no, awarded to me to prosecute. And we said the mandate law, man of parliament, no. It is for him to prosecute corruption and corruption-related offenses.
Yes.
The reason why I created office of special prosecutor was that the view was that Attorney General Sayawano normally among to me and prosecuted members from their own party, their own cabinet colleagues. They only go after political opponents. Until let's create an independent officer on to me and dealing with corruption, even when it is happening now. Unfortunately, no, the jury is still out there whether the whole OSP experiment, no, whether it has helped us, whether to me pursue current corruption. If particularly if you have a president who is a clearing agent and who frustrates Ubekaya in China, OSP, or by a press conference, Wadane Ankwanuma.
Exactly.
And that analysis whether OSP office but that is a mandate for corruption prosecution.
That's right.
It is a fact finding, evidence gathering. We are gathering the evidence.
I am passing quite a fast you know. When you pass, Maya Boka, Amaya Kwamu, meanwhile, your castle this Ghana coin, one coin is a city.
Fantastic. That is it. You really say you gather evidence now, they are not prosecutors. And prosecution. We don't have that mandate. We are gathering the evidence. And meanwhile, evidence is more than a room.
I see.
Over 80 scandals am exposing over the last 8 years. And we will put all of that evidence together. The incoming Attorney General, now the Office of Special Prosecutor, then they will analyze the evidence and then prosecute.
But to be honest, Juma wa board within the 8th Parliament, ne bro adwenenti so. Let off normal Abba officer enkoji in terms of Yesika, a free Senate, a free National Cathedral, said Yesikoye, Nankofueka, when you're the top priority of our country. Nina Muno, Egofu Diwatem, Nankofu Kan Central, and the threat messages at the Biaunya. In fact, Namisra normal Sakukudruno, now going forward, the baby piano, Sebastian Baunaso, not Yadin Komoe, or Okudzeto Ablakwa.
Amen.